The Starfighter was the Air Force's first operational jet-powered all-weather inceptor aircraft. The unit began a secret mission to see if the Air National Guard could perform air defense missions for the Air Force. Aircraft and ground crews were placed on a 5-minute runway alert from dusk to dawn. The results were so successful that air defense became a permanent mission for the Air National Guard. In December of 1957, the unit converted to the F-86 Sabre jet. The Sabre jet was a transonic jet fighter aircraft with 20mm cannons and the capability of carrying droppable fuel tanks or 500-pound bombs. The Air Force Association designated the 138th as the best F-86 unit in the country. 1961, the Berlin crisis. A controversy so bitter and so sustained, world leaders feared a misstep could trigger a nuclear war. As East and West Germany argued over the status of Berlin, more than 1,000 members from Syracuse deployed to Felsburg Air Force Base in France and Sembach Air Base in Germany. This was the largest single deployment of fighter aircraft from the U.S. to Europe since World War II. The Sabre jets flew ground support missions for combat forces of the 7th U.S. Army. The rapid deployment and smooth integration of Guardsmen into existing operations provided dramatic proof that American reserve forces were ready for anything. By April, the Russian planes backed down from German skies, and tensions in Berlin eased. The Berlin Wall and its problems remained for another 27 years, but the immediate crisis had been averted.
I'd like to just kind of bring you up to speed on what's going on around the 174th Attack Wing now. As you know, we've had a couple of very busy years lately, as we have gone through a fairly, I would say, really a historic conversion in missions with the 174th from the F-16 to the NQ-9. So let me run you through a couple of slides here. I think what I'll do is, if you have questions, please holler away through these slides. And then I'll save a little bit of time at the end where you can also, if you got anything that you want to ask, have at it. Okay, slide please. That's what we'll talk about. Okay, a little bit of updates from the wing. I would like to just talk a little bit about the NQ-9, what we're doing these days. We're very proud about the operations we're doing with the new airplane. It's full spectrum. Everything from combat operations going on a daily basis, 24/7, 365, to what we're very proud about very lately that just started actually about a year ago, training missions with the airplane, both on the operations side, flying the airplane, and on the maintenance side. So Syracuse is a very busy place for not only the Air National Guard, but the active duty and foreign military at this point. So there's the things we'll talk about. Slide, please. Real quick run around the flagpole here just to bring you up to speed on what's going on with all the different units and the tenant units on base. You can see everybody listed up here as far as the organization. What I will talk about, obviously the 174th, you can see the numbers. As we went through the conversion the past couple of years, our numbers did change just a little bit. What you'll find is that on the full-time side, our numbers went up a little bit. On the traditional side, the Guardsman side, they went down just a little bit. But for the most part, they changed right about, or they didn't change, they stayed right about the same. Right at about just under 1,000 folks. You can see, I'm sorry if you're having trouble seeing that, but